there's some niggas who just are funny when babes are around.
And so
that is terrorism.
Yeah, it has to be fun. Something fishy is
Bro,
going on.
like why you never cracking us up when it's just a man?
Hey, bro, come on.
No?
Mbona tukiwa sisi hautuchekeshi?
Yeah, mbona tuchekeshi?
Unangoja
Drop
wapoa.
3 jokes.
Alafu, it's one of those, and I bet you also have those homies who don't even speak in in Ngoso. Alafu, a babe checks in, all of a sudden there's Morgan.
Oliver Twist.
A tipper full of English. You're like, it's like Austin. I'd hate to be around with Austin. Austin with big
And
words.
it's big words.
The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check. Select accent for the podcast. Calvin always late.
Love it.
Good bush and bad bush.
Kabush lazima kaban.
You know what time it is.
Kabush lazima
Yeah,
kaban either way.
Like the color coordination. You're looking like you're about to enroll in the military.
Oops.
That's just how we roll.
But this, speaking about like that cargo and military kind of fatigue, you know, that's the proper term for it.
Fatigue.
Military fatigue,
Militant.
right? Yeah. I've seen a shop in Tao that sells the side pockets, this ski masks, nini, all of those, like even the like side bags and all of that. Then what caught my attention is they even had a knife. Like, you know, those big ass knives like for Rambo. And they had it up, they were like 4-5. I was like, isn't that
Did
a
you buy
weapon?
one?
Hiyo ukishikwa nayo utalala stage hiyo.
Boss,
For real. Hiyo,
as in like you know,
nah.
you know when you're importing some of these things, because you know you have to pay duty for them. So hizo manjora zote unasema unapeleka wapi?
No, but I've seen collectors, bro. Like I've seen guys who collect, and I didn't know that you had to pay. I don't know what.
No, you have to pay duty for whatever that you're importing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
because I have a friend whose dad has this is gonna sound so wrong, but he has a bigger sword in his house, bro. So pause. Yeah. I had to give you the disclaimer first. And bro, you can't. It's like right out of King Arthur's movie or Star Wars or something. Like it grabs your attention like that. So you never really know. You could be a collector.
I know someone who has 2 swords, like on a thingy.
Calvin, anytime you
No,
start
no,
speaking,
no.
we don't know where it's go.
No, he has 2 swords like in his living room. You know yourself. You know yourself. Yeah, he got them I think in Japan or something.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
You know,
Katana
like
or something.
shwang, samurai jack.
Would that be your weapon of choice if you were going to like a classic maybe war? Like there's not a gun inside.
You know,
can pick a machete.
fuck all of these movies. One guy has a gun, and the other one has langushed his gun like in the water, and the guy says, "No, you can't kill me. We gotta do this mano mano." Fuck that shit. I don't believe in type. Ati nikuliwe ngumi ndio ni proof.
Calvin, how does your gun sound?
No, you not Jamina Kwagamse my silencer.
Oh, when it's
Kill me.
Anyway, welcome. This is the mics are open. You can definitely tell with the dude cast.
Yes,
The
sir.
mic
Mics
them
are
pon
open.
it. Yes.
In episode what?
273.
Man, it's hot
Yes.
in
My
here.
name is Neville.
Yeah.
And the young.
Big C.
Yeah, man. We up in the place. How are guys doing? Man's an ubaya.
Yeah, man.
Man, damn. I didn't know that's how he
That's how
felt.
this
bro.
guy
No, like
sound.
no. Like me, I'm a guy for silencers.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys about the gun range like a couple of weeks ago, right?
Oh yeah, you.
No, tell me
No,
more.
tell us
Tell me
more.
more.
You tell
No,
us.
no. So you know, like, so I've been doing all of this like gun training and all of that, right?
Why? Is there a specific reason?
Bro, I've seen the president has said NYS guys should also get basic gun training. So many kasema pia basic
their
gun
life.
training.
Basic too.
But you know, like gun training is very important, right? Like, you know, the movies, all of this shit that you see in the movie first and foremost, yo, it's not like that.
Kwa John Wick
You
ni
see, like
uongo.
how guys at you're just doing cha 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 cha. There's nothing like that. You get at how
Your
guys
onomatopoeia is
at how guys at 50 guys be holding guns like this
Sideways.
bro. That shit is hard. Like,
this
let me
is
tell
Tekashi
you,
storytelling, man.
with an actual gun, right? You know, I could be aiming for Andy, and I'm here and I miss you.
I miss you too, bro.
Yeah, you get like you know how you actually have to squeeze the trigger.
Hey.
Squeeze.
It's how you said it.
Also the grip and the grip also matters as
Yeah, ati this one ati watu wanashikilia bunde with one hand like this.
No,
ati
man.
like you were born with a gun in your hair. You know, like how you were born with a silver spoon. Fam.
Ilazima two hands.
No, like
It's
you
a two-hander.
actually hold the like this is a pistol, right? So you hold it like this, right?
Okay.
And then your finger is on the trigger, right? No, finger is not on the trigger. Finger should always be straight on the barrel, right? So you only put it on the trigger when you want it to go. When you want to now there's no for you get so there's a lot of safety. Actually, you spend a lot more time on safety. You know how to know if the gun is loaded, if there's one in the barrel, make sure it's not there. Magazine, load the magazine with bullets, make sure there's one in the chamber, pull it back so that if there's one in the chamber, it jumps out, you shika it, put it back in the
So let's get to the real questions. Ulipeleka nani? Ama ulijipeleka? Like, was it a date? You took someone? Ama ni the man them decided to go? Ama is it something you went solo doing?
No, I've been going solo.
Oh, for real? Because I was thinking about it as a date.
It's a good one. As a date, I can see how it could be pretty dope.
Okay, because it's one of those things. I don't know, Andy. Do you see yourself?
Nah,
and don't picture it like in the
I'm taking mine to
movies.
the basketball court, bro.
But
Go
also,
to shoot threes.
disclaimer, it's one of those things that you okay, so here's the thing, right? So there's a couple of places, gun ranges you can go to.
Okay.
So there's one in Kirigiti, that side of Kiambu, for gun owners, right? There's one by Ngongrescos, right after where Mass House are. Peter Wendele.
Yeah.
There's another one. Then there's one in Langata where you can pay like almost a G or 2 Gs and you just shoot it. It's like a inside controlled range.
Oh yeah. Kama
So
zile
that
za
one,
movies,
that one's pretty. It's a good start.
Okay.
Because the other ones you're getting 50 bullets for 9,000 bob.
Ooh. Kwa hivyo kama umejipin is even better. Like if you have your own machine. You know?
If you have your own. So now, obviously, you probably will just buy bullets from there.
Yeah.
What. So this one you're going, if you don't have a gun, whatever, it's like 9,000 bob. Wow. So you can imagine 50 bullets. So if you're 2 people and you really want to have...
That's an expensive date too, but
I was thinking the same.
You
I'm
get
like, damn.
because 50 bullets, bro. Like you just when the adrenaline kicks in, you
like that video we all see of popcorn.
No. But the guys on safety, man, it's. But I'll tell you this, right? Especially for someone like me who's so I have astigmatism on my right eye, bro. I left the times that I've been to the range, I leave tired. Why? Because, essentially, I'm a right hand, right? So I'm using my right hand, but now I have to aim with my left. So it's like a shift. So I focus on this a lot, but because of my astigmatism, I can't really. So it's so tiring.
Mbona unaanguka nayo?
Like halfway through it was just like shit. I don't even need to ever own a gun.
Mi kusema ukweli, the farthest nimekuja, the closest I've come to a bunduki is like Call of Duty and whatnot, you know, on gaming action. And walai tukiingia pale, mi ni msemba, sniper, mi ni msemzi. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't think guns is my thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, yes, it's for safety and yes, blah, 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 but I don't think it... Yeah, I bado sioni ni kama ni kitu yani unajua. I don't know how you feel about being a gun owner, Andy.
No, I think I keep away from it because I know I'd like it. That's the problem.
Nasema hii ni sherehe unaweza penda mbaya.
Bro, anything that involves shooting, sign me up, bro. Sign me up yesterday.
On the 3 courts line.
Sign me up yesterday. So even in the shooting, and I used to tell my mom, like, I never used to be sure about a lot in life, but I'd really be interested in doing some weaponry training or something. I think I even mentioned it on the podcast one time. You know, so it's definitely something I've thought about. It's something I've thought about as a date as well, because it would make an interesting experience to go out with someone, get to know them, and also get engaged, do something you've never done before, something super
Na
real.
vile umedunga hivi umebaki tu toy gun, bro.
Niko nayo bado.
But also
Fake
talking
it.
about dates, you know, there's this... I think all of us have watched the movie Escape Room.
No, I haven't.
You haven't watched that movie Escape Room where you have to solve a puzzle?
I
and
think
then-
I have. Yes,
Is this
I have.
is it like the one, like the maze and all of those?
Yeah, the one
different kind
you're
of
like
movies?
trapped in a room,
Yeah.
and the room is kind of
like Saw and all of that shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I saw there were a couple of escape rooms in Kenya.
Escape Room, the one with the house that had a safe house. Was that it?
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
some-
remember the premise.
Yeah, I don't
per
remember the
se.
premise, but it's something like the room kind of what can I say? The
is
room
changing.
kind of
Like a Jimmy Wanjigi kind of thing.
to say my room, this room is kind of imploding. It's kind of the walls, let's say,
In a
every
division.
second the walls are
Take your uncle yako, man. Nilitaka kwa ile podcast.
zinajidishi. So let's say
Sinajikula, kwani silengi.
no, yes, say you guys are
Umetumia jina kubwa, I had to translate.
I know my escape room basically just like the name says, you're trapped in a room and there are different puzzles, or you have to make your way out of that room because let's say that room, the air supply each minute dwindles, or let's say the
That's what?
dwindles.
Dwindle? Nichols?
Yes,
Dwindles.
sir. You know me.
Dwindles?
But anyway,
Wait, read the room, man.
anyway, inashuka unajua inaanguka nayo.
God damn.
But yes, so I was thinking also that's because these days dates and going out to eat food, yes, that's cool and all, but tuwekane kwa situation nyingine tujinais.
Let me see who you are. No, I really want to try that with my friends, man.
Yeah,
Ndio
I want to
tutake-
do an escape room with my
Yeah.
friends akina Calvin,
kwanza
watu wa
Calvin.
good company, you know.
No, but then Kenya tunafanya, and I'm actually going to look for a place, bruh. One of these weekends, we need to start with paintballing. Manzi.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
yeah.
We did paintballing as
We've
a
done
date
it.
thing.
Listen,
Oh, man, yeah.
let me say it here in advance.
Kabisa.
When we do the good company paintballing retreat,
Team building slash
I
team
will
building.
put out a tender. Mi na buy a
Supply
1,000
only.
pellets naingia nazo huko. Ndio tukikahesabiwa kila mtu, you know how they hesabu for guys like here's
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Bro, me I'm
Huko
just
na tao,
reloading
eh?
huko
You're
bwana. You know that scene from like Rambo.
You don't want to time out?
Time out for who?
Because sometimes
But that shit
ukishwa-
is painful though.
Sometimes ukishwa na bullets unajua ni poa kuchukua time out, take a breather, load it up again.
I know what
This
gun
might-
you're talking about. But
you feel me?
But the gun
You feel
of
me?
Rambo, the capacity,
You feel me?
me I can shoot for like
And then
1
when
hour
I'm
back
you
to
know.
back. Unaelewa? But that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think we once did paintballing when I was at Homeboys, right? Kitambo, what were we doing? Like Class in the Sun or something? Or one of those things we'd invited like guests. Listeners, right? And we did paintballing. I think it was somewhere in Karen. That shit was fun.
Yeah, nakwanga poa group activities.
Now we
You see,
should
there's
go
that
with
place in
you
the
there.
forest. They still
The
do it,
forest.
right? That would
We
be a
went,
good one.
yeah, we went with
Oh,
Andy
it
and
was fun, bro.
Please tell me that one
I
of you guys
underestimated the
did.
level of physicality that you
It
actually
needs.
need to participate in the game, man,
The
and to
running,
actually win.
the
Tell me if
Bruh.
one of you guys did the very classic. You know the one you're running and then you do like a soma. Then
Nah, not the way I was feeling and not in that gear.
We
Ain't
did
no
the
way.
flying one, you know the slow-mo where you're shooting like
Nah, me I was crawling, bro. Me I was crawling.
alafu sana ni atakuwa on camera duty. We can hire someone else.
I don't think
we
unaweza
have
kuwa na
to have
kamera zako
government. Austin
ndani.
lazima kuwe ndani tumshoot.
Austin lazima tumshoot. Like Austin tunamfanya kichungi.
Yenda referee. Kimbia na flag wewe. Tua.
Toboa.
You know like those ones. ati pa, pa, pa. Austin anafaa toke hapo kikanini flag ya LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All colors.
Anyway,
No, you know I have a new meaning for LGBTQ.
what? You're going on?
Liquor, guns.
What?
Yeah. Liquor, guns, booty. You know, all of this. There's a whole new meaning.
Okay.
Yeah, down here.
Okay, go on. Cook.
I'm
You might be up to something.
Yeah.
Booty, what else?
Spice, yeah.
Why would you hate the LGBT? Liquor, guns, booty. Hey,
man.
You nilisikia some
You
white
left-
guy
you
said
left
that.
the tea, nigga.
I was just like, what? Nah, that's the one.
It has to be titties or something.
Yeah,
Liquor-
titties.
Yeah, it
Yes,
has to be
titties was
titties.
there because you know white guys.
No,
and
that's
like
the title
titties.
of the podcast, guys.
Lord, I don't
Oh,
think
that's
it
the
will go
one.
too
Yo,
well.
put that shit down.
Liquor guns,
Liquor
booties,
guns,
titties,
yeah, boobs, titties.
guns.
Oh, that's
Put-
the
put-
longest title
You know,
ever.
when you watch the podcast and you hear us say, put the title on there, It's because for some reason after the podcast we really struggle to come up with a
We
title.
forget everything we talk
forget
about.
it. Yeah, it's like guys hit the living room after and you're hit with the generalizer. So you remember the one from Men in Black?
Men in Black,
like if you had the chance to generalize someone, who would you do it on?
You.
Why? Jesus.
You need a fresh start.
Jesus.
I'm trying to see something.
Damn, that didn't even last. That didn't even last.
It's like I prepped for this. It's like I've been waiting.
I knew this.
Let me tell you, if I had a neuralizer, aye, pale weekend Ibiza, wait a kishakele drink.
Kachum, just look here, please. Bill ndo hii hapa.
Come again,
PDQ.
Ingekuwa hivyo. Or just like your exes. Oh, you know you're a piece of shit, twing. Oh, I love it so much.
And I just memory quick fast.
I love it, man.
But I think those are one of those things that I think would be used so badly. If you had like a deneuralizer, you would be bad.
Like I'm sure.
Imagine
Why are you
slavery.
flashing?
Hey,
White man in slavery.
kijana amerudi nyuma.
You guys are whooped.
Imagine the students that were caught cheating in the exam recently. Angependa ashikilie hiyo deneuralizer ama mayitaje demure.
Deneuralizer.
Oh, deneuralizer. Demuralizer Murima.
From the Men in Black.
So they wish that they could have that for the invigilators because this past week, if you don't know, there's been a lot of videos.
Doctors.
Manze alafu hiyo ndo the painful thing.
Boss.
But first of all, let me tell the people who don't know have been living in a hole. Guys are doing exams, I guess, in Nairobi University. So
People still do that?
imagine.
Damn.
So guys, unajua time exam, there's always unajua cheating, there's always that 1, 2, 3. So a few students were caught and videos were posted online. Of some of them hiding phones, taped to their bodies, different kinds of students, both male and female. Unajua, some of even them were using, can I say, religious attire? Oh, to
shed the hijab.
Exactly, to try and, skim their way through. And to me, the sad part was just like, it's the medicine students. Sisi watu wa media wametuzoea.
Your future doctor.
Ama unaweza imagine sasa wale walipita.
Like what happened to like small time mwa Kenya? Unabambo unakula hiyo kitu. Iko evidence iko. What are you talking about? You've already mezan. Manze me kwanza those guys were so interested in busting them. Me, the journalist in me wanted to be like, how? What are you guys? What tactics are this? Like, this should be like an invention.
Yeah,
how are they using the mobile phones, Neville?
I think it has to.
Why long sleeve shorts?
So for me, I remember I tried to use one of those methods where you communicate with someone who knows wagwan in the room. Kama tuseme Calvin when you're choppy, when you're a student, na mimi tuseme niko below average. I strike a deal niseme ni aje, mimi nataka kupita kama wewe, nitakupatia ngapi? Uniambie, shika 10,000 shillings.
Nimeget. Unaniuliza 13 times 13.
Na unanichapa. Hapana unaniambia bro. No.
Si umecheki 69.
Listen first. We have earphones we're communicating, bro. We don't need to make signs like the olden days. Smoke signal tulimaliza. So they have earphones. So tuna communicate one-on-one, unajua?
What do you mean mkona earphones kwa nini?
See, no, the earphones were taped in a way where you just need to talk and I hear.
What is this?
Hold up. Bro, I need to unpack this. Earphones so umetape mpaka hapa. Alafu unaandika.
Tuseme unajifanya umedoze, si ndio?
So nimekuwa magaiva, umedoze.
Sina kuchapia. Unajua wewe ni good student hautambui. So hiyo earphone inatokea hapa, si unajua? So unajifanya umedoze. Sasa unasikiza 13 plus 13. Alafu unajifanya umeamka ni kama umeona answer.
How many times can
so
you fall
niggas
asleep?
been talking in your ears from way back.
And that time Andy is feeding. It's like one of those times in a movie where you see the spy goes into the place and someone is in the van outside and they're communicating and telling, oh, sawa, number 1, A, number 2, B. So it's just like we're in the same exam room. So I can see the paper. So tukitamba inatamba pa. Guys,
That's
you
too much. That's too much.
Listen, me, I feel like
That's
first
too
and foremost, I feel like that shit is a bit.
So many
it
methods
feels
of
like
cheating.
it's a bit too much. You know, like the
You all
new
never
Ray-Ban.
cheated?
Like, nah, fam.
Mwakenya too.
Bila, mi hata kuna mwaks. I swear to God. milikuwa ni nimetumia ubongo.
Mwalimu wa math wa huyu.
No, me.
Andy ndo naweza accept.
Here's the thing. Me, math has never been like my for Jesus. It's never been. For me, it's always been like my SQ. You know what I'm saying?
You're Ibiza.
Like it's not that big. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but somehow we beat up.
Afadhali nyinyi sisi below average students ama sisi well off students tulikuwa tuna cheat so that to confirm it's like a confirmation method like najua answer,
jibu
but confirm pale na Kelly unajua. So I feel as if to me it was just sad the fact that it was medical students because unajua wengine tunaweza
lakini unajua me I wasn't too shocked when it was a medical students and they were being busted like that because I was like I mean these niggas were going to inject us anyway. So lazima wange injectiwa.
You've been working out, bro.
Yes, you know this
you've been
gym
going to
thing,
the
man.
gym.
Imekuwa nikitry
That's it, you're looking
to,
good,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Kuchapa ondeng.
We're trying to avoid you, bro. What's your problem?
Get the message, man. God damn it.
Ashley's not here. Ashley angekuwa daddy. Kelly's on set. Tunafaa uketi hapa tukupromote leo.
Hiyo ndio nakwanga game yako pale. Utamchekesha ukuje ukaya hapo.
Come sit here next to me,
joke number
baby.
one.
Kiss me, baby.
Unajua inaitangwa target audience. Hey, bro, when I'm in the club, you don't want to be seated next to me.
Why?
Hey,
That's
but
how you
them just be... They can't even finish a bottle of champagne because of how they anguka.
Wait, girls want
Inaitangwa tactics save in the pocket. Save in the pocket. But don't you hate those fuckers who just be making like girls, like the bash is yours and the crib is yours and you've thrown like a house party and all of a sudden this nigga is funnier than he ever has been.
amechukua zile jokes za Chappelle.
Zote. Polished. Unambi, oh my
Game
God,
is
Nev,
game. Why
you
you
never
hating,
told
bro?
us
So
about how funny Calvin is. Please.
That nigga. But why you hating? Game is game, bro.
No.
Let the nigga shine. Let the nigga get his.
My
bro.
thing is this, right? There's some niggas who just are funny when babes are around.
Kweli.
And so
That is fucking terrorism.
Yeah, it has to be fun. Something fishy is
Bro,
going on.
like why you never cracking us up when it's just a man?
Hey, bro, come on.
No?
Mbona tukiwa sisi hautuchekeshi?
Mbona utuchekeshe?
Unangoja wapoa.
Jumpy jokes.
Alafu it's one of those and I bet you also have those homies who don't even speak in in Ngoso. Alafu, a babe checks in, all of a sudden they've morgan
Oliver Twist.
a tipper full of English. You're like, it's like Austin. I'd hate to be around with Austin. Austin with big
And
words.
it's big words.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just you, bro. Me, I'm like, cook, bro. Do your thing.
What do you mean cook, bro?
Like, so now, what do you do about it? You see, maybe Byron, who is not fun. No, I'm not saying Byron is not funny, but say he is not a funny guy, right? And then, tuko kwenye club, tumefanya maybe team building, yeah, good company, and then, hey, the ladies wame pull up, nini, and for some reason, Byron is just funny that night. Like, why are they kicking around? Why don't they kick around him during the other time? So, what are you doing as Calvin when you observe this? And there's a couple of babes over there who you want. How are you going about it?
You know, first and foremost, I like how the Americans say it. We don't negotiate with terrorists. You've ever watched that movie where terrorists have hijacked something and they're like, oh, we want 50 million in a helicopter out of this bitch. And then the White House guys in the Oval Office are like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm on that same energy.
Yeah.
Me, I'll just come tell Byron up with you in front of the mesa. Yo, Byron, your girlfriend's looking for you. She's trying to call me, man. I think you really need to call her. Fuck out of here, man.
Wow.
Go die.
You're such a hater.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
What good does it do you? Tell me.
No,
Why?
boss,
Why
the
are
world
we
is
doing-
not fair. Unaelewa?
Mbona wewe unaongeza
No,
kwa
Calvin
unfair?
Hill.
the world
Calvin
is not
Hill.
fair.
Calvin Hill.
Acha ni
Haufai kuongeza kwa
Have you
unfairness.
lost
Have
you lost
fair.
Let
have
me
you lost
tell
a girl to a funny guy?
You guys need to read a book. I'm going to tell you guys.
mean
Let me
you
look at
guys?
the camera. Let me
Tuma
look at the
audio
camera.
book, bwana.
Listen, the camera. Look at me. Focus on me. Andy, Nev, I'm going to buy them. The good girl doesn't get the corner office.
Tutumie
Okay,
audio
ladies.
book, bwana. Kama kuna reenactment pia tutumie movie.
But I see no issue, bro.
Bro, but
Why
that's
would
how
you
it is.
hate?
Game is game. But you see, here's the thing. At least I'm hating from inside the club. There's niggas who hate from outside the club.
Leave them niggas alone,
wale
bro.
sasa wanaongea wanaambia demu yako vitu behind the scenes. unajua Neville manzi.
Them niggas,
those are
bro.
different now.
No, I'm not dapping now, but I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know them niggas. I know them niggas.
And there's a lot of those guys. There's
Yes,
actually more of those guys. Afadhali me, Byron will be like, okay, game is game. Nimefanya live. Amejua ye nimemu, you know, like those sprays from back in the day. You know, like those ones, the guy has the drum in the back and he's pumping the spray.
The pesticides and stuff.
Nimeondoa kupe. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
You've done.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. When you guys have never been deployed for moves like those, unatolewa kwa hesabu.
Natolewanga lakini unajua
2 - 1
Nah.
unabakia 1.
wengine wetu tunarudishwa, wengine wetu si ni wazingi, tunarudishwa kwa hesabu
In and
quick
out.
fast. Because there's nothing as sweet. It's just like one of those conversations which us as guys we like having or we don't like having, where you approach a group of babes. Mmoja, of course, kuna yule mmoja hataki hiyo group yake idismantoliwe in a way, sindio? Now maybe you've marked on one, you're looking to talk to one, she's game, but one of the girls in the group is like, yo,
Mother
we came
hen.
for a girls night, watch her, stop trying to deviate from the plan, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that person is usually, us as guys, we don't like that person. But now in this day and age, you usually want to kind of please that person so that ukisha please huo, you can get all of them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But
You
know
oil
what?
that one up.
But
it's
here's
all
the
good.
thing, talking out of
unajua.
experience, hiyo ni mademu wako na miaka mbao na wakishagonga 33
Wanasemaje?
boss, you're dismantling those ones, unamwambia tunainua ama tuinui, hii girls night imeisha. Girls, I gotta
Bro,
go.
kwanza yendo na kuanga
Bro,
amekupagia
let me
manzi.
tell
Yendo
you,
ashakuwa
as things
kupagia.
accelerate, as age comes on, things are very different.
Kama kuna
Things
kitu
are very different.
kama kuna kitu mi upenda ni when you're with someone in the house and you know they're trying to go for a girls night out and then you put it down so good that they go to sleep and then you're just there like
Girls night, my ass.
You're those, you know like those villains in the movies, you gotta do your video.
you'll be like
The evil laughter.
I am Jose Mourinho.
Why are you laughing? Unamwambia.
It was so good.
But yeah, but it's interesting. Dating babes in their 20s and ladies in their 30s, very different, right? Like 35 plus, 30 to whatever, 25. I'm not dated 25 below, right? 25 to whatever to 30. And what's actually interesting is ladies when they're about to hit 30. Bruh, it's like a German machine with warning signals. Nika brakes, sijui engine check, nini, malights zote ziko on. Alafu wanagonga 30, anapiga hiyo bump. Then they're like, oh, ain't shit changed. You get what I mean?
And then it's
but
back
before that, manze kandi ulikuwa hapo unamwambia, yo, nini. She's like, I don't think you're gonna move into the next decade with me. You get? It's very interesting. And for me, I've always found it very interesting to look at ladies who are about to hit 30 and how they are. And I think it's a perception. But also it would be interesting. Kelly, you should be here to give us your perspective. She's behind the scenes. It would be good to hear a lady's perspective because I've seen it. And I don't know whether you guys have experienced it. Man, I was dumped in my younger days, man. I've now forgotten. 2017 up with you.
card break kalika mebu fungwa roho.
Nule mwenye ule ndo kachukua speaker zako kazirudia.
I didn't pick the speakers. I gave them to her. I was like, give that speaker. Man, but you know I'd gone to a crib at Sundad Sound. Man, I've never forgotten. Panasonic Mash. Ndio nikiwoko nasikia tu. I bought a sound system bana. Unaelewa?
Alafu jamaa mwingine anakuja na
Anakuja
connect
anacheza
PlayStation.
But it was so interesting to see all of that. But maybe at the end of the day, maybe I'm faulty and maybe it was really me. But I've heard it from experience. A lot of ladies, and also you will hear, all of that. That is why the big 3-0 party is very important. Ndio inakuanga bash. Yani do anything, but usiwai deny. Usiwai kosa kuwa ama to help them or be in the planning or what for the big 3-0.
Okay, I didn't know because crossing over for me was just like, okay.
We're here
two
now.
rules. Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But hebu nikuulize, ushaenda kwa DM yako ukaingia YouTube ukaona search history ya maybe highlights za ball.
Unajua hii
Ama
megulu.
ukapata ilikuwa HDMI 1 alafu ukawasha ilikuwa HDMI 2 na kuna kitu kwa HDMI 2.
Imekulwa. You know, there's a guy niliona Neville ni terrorist. Nilimwona ameka video kwa gari akimebeba PlayStation. Now ndio hao mama ngao. Ati ameka PlayStation kwa nini? Love of my life. Kumbe you're going to chapa things. FIFA
girlfriend's house.
Hey,
kwanza inanikumbusha tukiongelea hiyo story ya age kuna hii kitu ya I have a boyfriend or I am married across the ages. Does that even matter?
what do you mean?
Like if you're approaching someone right now and they tell you like I have a boyfriend ama msea kwambie I'm married right
And
now,
then
does it usually like cause any issue? Like hiyo ni stumbling block ama hiyo ni stop ni
Fam, let me
kitu
tell
ya
you,
kusimamisha mtu?
this town Ozad. Like this town is in Dandora dumping site. You know like how you throw a banana because it's
we love
ripened
how
a
people
bit
in
too much?
Dandora, manze.
This banana has been put in a dump truck and has been taken all the way to bloody Dandora, and it's right there. Because why I'm saying that is because you know how expired. That's how it is. And also I represent, there's a lot of people who are still they toe the line and they're very okay. But majority of the people, marriage is not something that's stopping people. Boyfriend, girlfriend, that's not stopping people.
Yeah.
There's people who are active, they just have a ring. They don't even take off the rings. They're just like, yeah, whatever, we're doing this. And there's them who are just like, he's not going to disturb me, I'm never going to be the main, whatever, and all of that. And it's interesting that we say that. This past weekend, what's our guy? What's his name?
Charisma.
No. The guy from, what's his name? Yes, something. The guy who sings. Yes, he performed at Yellow V.
Oh, yeah, Levi.
You guys saw the video?
In UG.
In UG,
Yeah.
with the babes dancing and all of that. All of the babes dancing. There was one babe who now following day posted a video watching the footage with her boyfriend. Actually, the boyfriend posted it and was like, yo, me and my babe watching her dance with.
Yeah,
and I
lady.
was just like, nigga, that's some weak shit.
No, but it be like that. Like when you send a I miss you text to someone else, it might be replied by both of them. Like ukitumia mtu say I miss you and this person has
you're cooking his noodles a bit too much.
You might be sending I miss you or when can I see you next to someone and umse anaweza
They
kuwa na mtu
respond,
and
yeah.
they respond. They make up a silly answer for you. Break in Nairobi.
Yo, let me tell me, I'm so traditional when it comes to this thing. For me, wacha niwaambie. Fam, the day I get married, that's it.
Itakula
Calvin,
pilau.
hebu nikuulize.
Wait, Andy, I wanted to get your view. Does it stop you when you're approaching babes, when you're trying to chop up something and she tells you, cheki, niko na mutu, ama, I have a boyfriend. Does that deter you? Do you like say, oh, sawa, cool.
Simtaki, unaweza mweka.
Simtaki yena
I don't
kutaka
want
wewe.
I don't want to hear this
Be my
nonsense.
concern. But I learned to respect and not assume people's nature of the relationships, like the dynamics of the relationships, and just put my cards on the table, because they could be having an open relationship and you don't know. Maybe they're just gauging how the energy is off the bat, how you are genuinely as a person if you don't know what's going on. So that maybe, okay, I think he's cool, then something could happen. So for me, it's just what part I play first. I'll put my cards on the table. The rest is up to you. But I'll say ignorance is bliss, my guy.
Sipojua ni
Ignorance
nini.
is bliss. But also, again, I don't confine anyone. You, whatever works out for you, whatever you want, you do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think, bruh, I just think that things have really gone and gone, eh?
Zimeenda zikaenda.
Na zitarudi tena.
How you mean?
Because here's the thing, like, it's easier to find unfaithful men and women than faithful men and women. Like, we're living in that point, eh? There's more unfaithful people than faithful.
I don't know the statistics.
I think
But
it's
okay.
been that. It's been like that for a while. I'll even throw it back, right? Do you guys remember that very famous ad for, was it for
don't do
Trust
that.
or something? For Jimmy Gathu. When he's
Yeah.
like, hey, Mpango Wakando. And he calculated and did the whole web and all of that. And that was then. And you see, right now, we've got more apps. We've got this. Instagram to some point can be a hooking up kind of thing. You know, like there's guys who are terrorists on that and they've never even been on Tinder and all of that. And guys will get laid off of, you know, access is plenty.
Why are you saying it like it's a bad thing?
You know, it's not a bad thing.
Like,
You get-
why you getting laid off of Instagram?
No.
Not today we're here for business.
And also, like I was reading a whole research paper by Durex sometime last week, and he was talking about how sex has been liberalized. You get
okay.
like people now have more sex. You know, it's not like how there was stigma around it and what.
Yeah.
It's even gotten to a point where people are like, "Yo, this is like a need for me." You know what I'm saying?
It is,
So
yeah.
these are things that we're liberal about them. We're having conversations. People will solely say, "Hey, I'm looking for just fun, nothing else." You get?
Yeah.
So with all of that said and done, and it's interesting. I was watching TMI yesterday, and they had this guy called Maurice.
Yeah. I've
He's
seen a couple of
he's a
his clips
sex
on-
whatever,
Yeah.
and they were talking about it. And one of the things that caught my attention was when he said that once people zoeana, like man and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, they're very rigid towards each other. It becomes very traditional. But the mpango wakandos and what, man, they're having so much fun. They're like, yo, like this guy could be the same guy saying, I just want to smack your ass, nini.
Yeah.
And at the house, it's just like, let me shake your hand. You get what I mean? So it's interesting, all of these different dynamics and all of that. But I say all of that to say this, fam, I don't even think my point is going to add to anything or stop anyone from cheating this weekend. You get? It just
He said looking in the
is
mirror.
what it is.
But I say this over and over again, bro. If you know you are not the monogamous type, then go for something that works out for you. If you're the monogamous type, go for what works out for you. To each their own. I won't judge anyone for doing whatever
Exactly,
they're doing,
I mean-
but get into what works out for you and the other person.
I agree,
Yeah,
100%.
Make it as simple.
I look at it with a very simple analogy. Me, I could drive my personal car to Tao solo, right? You can take an Uber into town. Uber mtakuwa wadhi. Me, I'll be solo dolo. You get what I mean? As in, there's something for everyone.
True. Wow.
Yeah, who uses the matatus?
Poor people.
Anyway, nilikuwa nikuulize
I've
je.
never forgotten that. Yo, that lady, co-interview. Poor people use my
I'm just like, wait,
Everyone
what?
was like, what the fuck?
Bro,
Sometimes
stop
you look
attacking
back
me.
and you're like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
She said that live on TV. Like how she's so removed. Hey, I was
brother,
like,
sometimes
who
calm
uses
down.
matatu? Poor people.
Wow.
Yo, you gotta get that clip. Get that clip.
Because, hey, it should never be like that.
Calvin, let me ask you something. Which icon would you really want to meet, like, expeditiously? Like, damn, if I could right now, I'd meet so-and-so.
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson. Why?
I feel like The Rock has had a very interesting story, right?
Okay.
And I think sometime I was doing a bit of research, or rather I watched something about like wrestlers, right? And you know, we grew up watching wrestle.
Yeah.
What was interesting about it, before you get to become like an A-star wrestler, like ule top, bro, you know these guys have given you a contract. They don't even have like insurance for you or something. They're like, hey, we're wrestling in Las Vegas. Probably you're like in DC. You have to fly there, pay for yourself, and then on top of that, you have to take like a taxi or a bus to where they are. You get, and you're catering all of that for yourself. Then you do the wrestling, and you know it's scripted and everything and all of that, and then you're paid. Now you minus all of that. You pay staying in like a, what do you call it? In a motel. Following day, you're back at it. The story is so. I think people forget that whole bit of the story and romanticize. You know, the smell. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, there's a whole story behind that. You know, his dad playing NFL and what. I feel like there's such a great story, and him. Not like a couple of years ago when he gifted his nanny like a truck. He has a very powerful story. You know, like I feel like he's
It's
also
one of
been.
those ones. It's like comeback, setback for a major comeback.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then now, him exiting Reso and everything that has happened, he's now come back into wrestling, into management, and he has a shareholding.
And you haven't even touched on film.
And now film. He's one of the most paid actors.
Yeah.
Like transitioning from, like there's guys who, like I can tell you, Tom Cruise did Top Gun 1 in 86 or something. And we just did Top Gun 2 the other day. Bro, my guy started acting in like what, 2012 thereabout? Like small snippets, right? Right now he's a mega star.
Yeah.
You get?
And he's such a personality, yeah.
He's such a personality. He's a mega star of that kind of caliber. He's doing all of the businesses. His relationship with Under Armour, doing all of the talks and everything, and still having time to be like, yo, let me go back and wrestle and all of that. So I think his story and Kevin Hart, very the same. Yeah.
So picture this. You're at a party. You're with your shorty. The closest thing to you, this is your person, whether it's your wife or your girlfriend, but this is your person. They come and they grab you at the party and they're like, I need you to meet someone. And then, boom, it's Dwayne Johnson and she's gigging. She's like, oh my God, my boyfriend is such a big fan of yours, man. Babe, say hi. How are you responding?
See, I cried. See, I just fall into the Rock's big tits.
Big arms.
Big arms. Sorry.
Caress me, hold me.
My
Hold
shorty
me.
killing me.
You didn't see like that guy who met, what was he? Who was it? Was it the boxer? Who met The Rock?
It
Remember?
was The Rock.
Yeah, one of the boxers. He met The Rock. and the guy cried.
The UFC guy
Oh,
who
yes.
paid like rent or bought a house for or paid something for.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
he
I'm
came
saying?
and actually
But
backed out,
you saw
he broke down.
Yeah.
Fam, like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Naenda hapo unamgotea kinguvu ati yo Buddha.
Yeah, unakuwa
Nigga,
strong.
you just gotta be weak in the knees. You know, like that R&B
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I get weak in my knees.
Hold me.
Hold me. Hold me. When you see that hold me, I might take a well.
Anyway, you take a
you
number
take-
2. Damn.
Damn.
Taking a number 2 in front
The
of your
Rock be like,
idol is
the Rock be
mad.
like, do you smell? What?
That's The Rock by the
No, anyway, but me, I can contain myself if you catch my drift. So what I'd do is I'd actually just be like, man, it's really good to meet you. Then I pull like a baba, wipe my tears, kidogo. You know, you got to keep it maintained gangster, right?
The G points.
Yeah? Because there's nothing as bad as being a groupie. You get what I mean? You got to be cool, man.
Alright, so you won't feel a type of way that this is how Shodi maybe initiated the whole thing.
Nah, bro. Like,
Okay.
yo, she's a supporter. If you can tell, the way with the attitude, she's like, yo, my guy, what. Ashani tengeneze red carpet. So it's for me to, hello.
Amekutengenezea red carpet ama ametengenezea The Rock red carpet yake manze.
No, the way she's like, my boyfriend's such a big fan of you, The Rock, nini, she's hyped it. So The Rock is definitely like, who's this nigga with such a lucky girl? So me, when I pull up, I'd even tell The Rock, oh, bro, come here. Hug him. I'm like, how you doing, man? I really be cupping it.
No, you're lying, man. He's in a boardroom meetings. I can get about that. Oh, your answer was so nice on the pod. Take some business.
Unafanyaje?
so-
But I just gave two scenarios. I said that.
Pick one. How you feeling about it though?
Now, for me, somewhat okay. I have two sides.
Wait to say LeBron.
Yeah, for me, I have two POVs to it. The POV where I have been this person, so I already know how this feels already. So now, to me, to think about it as the guy who, the shorty, is doing. First of all, it's cool and all, but we'll have to have a stern talk. Like a stern, unajua ile stock unatoka kwa staff room. Watu wameenda games unaambiwa hebu kuja.
No.
Stern talk. Yaani unaambiwa hebu kaa hapa, think about your life. Yeah, so for me I feel as if it's a cool gesture. Thank you, my love. Na ku appreciate, but next time we gotta have like a system in which we do this. Just can't be, the man them yo pull him, unajua. Nah, man, it can't be like that. So for me, I feel as if there has to be like a conversation before this. Like if we, man, ya kuna. Hawezi kuwa unaniaibisha. Because I know how it feels to be that guy who someone is falling into your arms and you don't like physical touch from guys. It's like, what is this guy doing? So it's on many levels weird but in that moment, kusema ukweli, if I'm the fan, yes, in the moment I'll be like, yo, wagwan LeBron, the shop imeweza mbaya, make sure you lob it to, Bronny Jr. there. Do
And
your
call him
thing,
son.
Lakers. Yeah, make sure you sign Steph. Do your thing.
Hapo
Do
so
your
umepush,
thing.
man.
Where's Andy?
Hapo
Where's
so umepush.
Andy? Sa umeambia Steph Curry ndio huyu sasa.
Yeah. And she's telling you,
what's up?
he's even
Amesema-
copying your jump shot.
So, kwanza alafu dem yako ameset up amefanya, oh my God, he just keeps doing
Yeah.
in the house.
He's
We're
always
about to
like-
go to bed.
He's like, what time is it? What time is
This nigga
it?
is drama.
Like, what are you about to do on this coochie?
Sleep. No,
No,
that's
that's
you,
you,
Calvin.
nigga. No, that's- Nice try. Nice try.
We ain't
Nice
forgetting
try.
none, bro. Yeah, but she's like, yo, he sleeps in your jersey, number 30, Golden State, blah, blah, blah.
Itabidi mmekuja na stretcher manzi. Itabidi
Even,
mmekuja na
even
stretcher,
bites his
bro.
own mouth guard. And my
Yeah.
Tukiwa pale temot katikati ya mechi
Yeah,
manzi.
and he starts to bite his mouth guard. Well,
Yeah,
how's
but
your
now,
reaction
on
in
the real?
moment? Yeah.
It's probably gonna make me fall in love with Shodi more because I mean it's kind of cute. But we need to have a conversation about this approach. Still,
Yeah.
manze. Nah,
What do you
ain't
mean,
happening,
man?
Nah,
Yeah, like the
'cause-
strokes will be like, It'll be
Yeah.
those, like, why were you doing
Yeah,
that as we
manze,
have this
why,
strong
why,
talk?
why you gotta do it like that
Yeah.
though? Now look at you. Now see.
Now see where this has got you.
Yeah.
Wetting the bed.
Cause,
you gonna take this?
no, cause just like Nev, sometimes, sometimes when we are out, utapata, there's guys who are really, really, really messing with what we do. They really love it,
We
especially
appreciate you.
guys who are in relationships. And it's usually the most fascinating thing to me when you're in this situation, somebody's girlfriend is bumping into you guys and you're like, oh my God, Chop Shop, Nev, my boyfriend loves you guys so much. Wait 1 second, I'm coming. Comes with the boyfriend. Boyfriend loses. Oh my God, man, I'm such a big fan of you guys. Blah blah blah. It's such a fascinating thing to me. I love it, manze. I'm here for it. But
this is
personally, no. Personally, vile naiangalia, it's how your shodi has presented this in the very first place. Because if it's something you are okay with, and I can't tell you what to like and what not to like, unaona. But to me, to go too honest, Cindy,
Oh, yeah, man.
if we're being honest, some babes usually use this as an opportunity to shoot their shot. This is game for them. Like, oh my God, my boyfriend is such a big fan. Your boyfriend, huh? Okay, cool. Okay, ma.
This is
Okay,
like
ma, cool.
Shambhala
Yeah, bring your
Wanyama.
boyfriend.
Yeah. And we're speaking from
Unacheki.
experience, can
Yeah,
confirm.
I'm not saying, I'm assuming that
So what are you
that's
guys
the
doing to
intention.
these shorties out here with their boyfriends?
No, they're asking
Because you
us
guys
for
have
weird
said,
requests.
you really said, "Somo kweli,
No, it's true.
I was like,
It's like it's
this
not
thing
our
has been
fault.
coming the whole time.
And that's why
No, because it's if we're taking it there, let's take it there, bro.
It's like we've experienced it. That's why we're just like,
So-
we've been on one side where it's okay to be like, oh, this is the guy you like. It's okay to introduce me in a pleasant kind of way, but you could geek out. It implies other things. So me being the person who is
Are we
receiving this, because we've been there, as Andy has given you guys a perfect scenario. Lilikuwa pale Charisma Live. Big up Charisma, you did your thing. Cindy Riaz ilikuwa pale kwenye dance floor venye inafaa, kwenye stage vile inafaa. But when I was there was this show that was like, oh, my boyfriend wants to meet you, went, grabbed, man, them came back. And damn, anyway, this is your fault. After the interaction with that, later it was just like, oh, I sent you a DM.
My
It's
nigga.
something else to that. So when we're saying this, it's like we're speaking from somehow can confirm. Najua, see, nakushow.
Research.
And have you seen Steph shoot? That nigga don't miss. That nigga don't miss. So, nah.
Yeah, so it's usually especially in this time, lazima ujue unaangukia wapi.
Hebu nikuulize saa Dwayne Johnson akidisha dem yako utakubali?
Ama dampige threesome.
Eh?
Do you see, man? Ukilala
Utafanya nini?
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Bro, man. That would be tough. Coming from an African man like myself,
my God, yeah.
I think that's how I relocate and go shags and never appear
Never be
again.
seen again.
Bro.
Wait, which scenario is this? The threesome ama shodi peke yake?
So surely I could decide that oh my God, Dwayne Johnson, a bigger man than yourself. Unajua mimi nakuwaga mso. Lakini sasa imagine.
Akama kwambie, babe, you remember when I introduced you to The Rock? He said he wants me to come to his hotel room alone.
Saizo tuko wapi? Tuko Las Vegas.
Buko kwa
Sawa,
sherehe.
mko Las Vegas,
Tuko
sawa.
Bungoma 7.
Umeambiwa wewe shika cab fare ishia mtani mimi na The Rock.
Nani ameambiwa dunga cab fare?
This is for your boyfriend.
Big cab fare, big C. Big cab fare.
Saizo chopa yangu iko wapi? Mechi.
You guys are traveling by road.
I will meet you there.
Yo, you can do a move like that. You guys are traveling by road.
Have a safe journey.
But then, you know, Jana had a very interesting dream, manze. This is true
Man,
story.
are you sure
man.
you want to go
I had a
there?
very interesting dream. Manze sasa, niko pale kwa, sijui nilikuwa sharp.
Utaki kupeana
True
disclaimer.
story, wacha niwaambie. Pick up focus kwa hii camera, man. Nilikuwa
Napenda
pale.
vile unataka kumwokoa bana anasema piga focus.
This story, you know, is calm.
Pick up focus. You guys dreamt I was in Shags, man. This story was so vivid, eh? Man, I was in Shags, and for some reason we'd planted maize. How? I don't know. We have tea. But in the middle of it was this chopper. The shell was there. But it's like it had been stolen, the mabati all around it. But engine kila kitu ilikuwa sawa.
Ngoja hii chopa ni ya
Nikaigonga-
mabati.
so
Ama you
unajua-
mean the okay.
So you know the outer shell, it's like it had been stolen. I don't know.
Okay.
Unajua tu wa scrap ocha ni wazi. Unaelewa? Usha hiyo na mabridge
Hii
manini.
ndoto hiyo.
So me, I was wondering,
Subtext.
what the fuck, man? But I think the dream was also from like there's a part in a movie called God of War where he lands a plane and they steal the outer shell and all of that. So, but for some reason in my dream, this chopper nilikuwa na ilikuwa push to start. Sijui mbona.
Hey.
Yeah?
Okay.
Nilikuwa naifanya hivi inaanza alafu it started whatever it. And then it was like lifting off the ground kidogo. Then I'm like, God damn, this is a project. You know, like how guys now start jengaing their two motis from scratch. Nikaanza kutafuta mabati. So now it's the kabak part, you know, that goes like this for the chopper.
Yeah.
Nikaanza tu kuinini. Pole pole tu. And then the dream ended. But all I know is the dream ended when I'd just gotten like the mabati for the tail. But all I know is that there was a chopper in my dream,
Na ulipata
which was
chuma.
shell.
Okay. Kwa wale watu wanajua kusoma dreams.
Translate
What does
hapo
that mean?
Hapo kwa
tafadhali.
comment tafadhali. Tungependa kujua
Dream readers.
hii upuzi ni nini? Ama ni pedini mgani? Tungependa kujua ulikuwa iko nini? So
Zima hiyo
ulikuwa podcast plan so na kucheki sana.
Show going out to Mwaf. Let me tell you.
Kucheki
Mwaf,
sana.
I was on the Iko Nini podcast. Hey, let me
yeah,
tell you.
big up,
Mwaf can pod, eh? Bro, tuligonga 2 hours and something straight. You know, Mwaf drops
Hey.
part 1 and part 2. Ya pod. Muna kula story. Hey.
Relax.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Inaenda sana. But talking about stories, I guess the story that has been kind of catching lots of a story that has been catching on has been about the Starlink. You know, about this new, you know, faster, cheaper kind of internet through satellite na Baba Elon pale, unajua. So it's like, it's been the talk of town. I see people post up photos of them buying it. Naonanga wase wanduthi wanabeba kama box 4. You know, the hype is there. But unajua hatujui cha ukwela, you know. So I like the fact that a few pods ago we talked about it and Calvin ulitupiga mabrief nini. But I want to know more kwa sababu kidogo nikipata pesa ningependa you know, I'd like to test out. I like new experiences. So I'd like to know, kama kuna internet nyingine neza work a bit better, you know, plus I'm a gamer, you know, you venture into many different things that can make your experience better. So I'm like, is this the way to go? Or is it like other
So
things?
you're a gamer. So you need, you play online, right?
Yeah.
So you need low latency, right?
Okay.
As in terms of, you
No
know,
lag.
about latency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kuna
so
chakula.
it's
Na
low
plus
latency.
sitaki undersea cables, unajua, kitu
Nini,
iko
nini.
clean too.
So it's good for gaming. I think you're still at the same crib where you are.
Yeah.
So if you put it at the roof and you've got
Clear.
good, clear, whatever, I think no go fourth floor,
sawa,
sindio?
yeah.
You'd be good. On top of that,
So it needs like, not like, awezi weka kama ndani ya hao tuseme. Ama it needs like an
unaweza kwa
open...
balcony and everything and all of that, but if you can put it on a balcony if you don't have like neighbors and trees, like a clear
It needs a
whatever.
clear kind of
But
view
now
to the sky.
the thing that I'm telling guys is this, and I think I mentioned it last week on the pod, when the lights potea, of which, you know, at times tunakuwaga na nini, it does take quite a bit of time. It can take close, depending, because you know it has to reposition and all of that. Probably go back to the whatever. Depending on where you are and what, it can take from 3 to 15 minutes. Unaelewa?
Reboot and
My
stuff.
uncle, he had to get a UPS for it. And when I was here, my guy was getting it, was like, please make sure you get a UPS. So there's all of that, good speeds.
You've used it personally?
I've used it.
Is it like is it something nitatuletea shida ama ni kitu ni plug and play?
It's actually plug and play, right? So it gives you an issue if, say, you need to now.
Damn, I just felt like my parent. Like asking your child, hey, hii Android unatumia?
Oh, yeah. But they have
Unafinya
to
wapi
explain
kwenda kwa
everything to you.
messages?
Yeah, so depending on how you want to use it, if you want to use it for the office, you might want to get a Ethernet adapter. So there's things that you buy after, right? And also, if you want to extend your cable, you have to call them to extend your cable. You have to buy it online. But I do know there's some guys who currently in Kenya have figured out a way they can extend. So, because they're selling you a cable at like 400. Ingine, hey boss, it's a bit expensive when you get it from the guys from, what do you call it? From Starlink. So there's all of those things. Now, another thing that's happening is, of course, the talk has been, there was this letter to Safaricom and all of that. As we were doing it today, there was a rumor where people were saying, because, a lot of people pay, and of course, Starlink accepts M-Pesa Global. There was a rumor that was saying,
Kind of an irony.
Safaricom has cut off that. That's a lie. It doesn't make sense because, why would you do that? Because, see, there's Visa cards and everything. There's alternatives.
channels.
So, for them, it's loss of revenue. So, that's not the case. But now, I saw, I think, on Business Daily or on one of this buzz room or whatever, where they'd said Starlink are getting into, like SMS, calls and all of that, like mobile service, right? So here's the thing, right? So as of a couple of months ago, I think they'd launched 103 satellites across the globe for them to be able to now give faster speeds and all of that. So how Starlink works, it works on peer-to-peer. So the more people have Starlink, the better network will get even better. So now you notice, like, by the end of this year, a lot more people, and a lot of people who are like the first guys. My uncle was amongst the first guys, and another guy who got it first was another guy from Paddock Experience. What's his name? He lives in Afi. Remembering him. So those guys were the first ones, but now the speeds are getting better. So how it works is this, right? Starlink is actually gonna sort quite a bit in terms of roaming. They're not coming to take away your whatever, your Safaricom SIM card and what. It will be like, now me, I want to go to Uganda, I want to go to the States. I'll be able to get on a package for roaming that is way cheaper because it's direct to. Safaricom has a deal with Starlink that enables me to roam globally. So I'll be able to get the data, the calls, the what, which makes global connection easier. So here's the thing. So how it's going to work is they need to deploy close to about another 100 satellites, which they're currently doing. I think the aim is for sometime mid next year. So with that, they'll be able to, like, if Kenya has a number of people who want to roam and what, they'll be able to deploy like a satellite specifically for this. So it works on some particular technology. I was reading about it the other day. So it'll make everything easier. Like for me right now, I find roaming quite expensive. So what I do is the most important thing in this day and age, because if I'm abroad, all I need is my WhatsApp or my FaceTime. So I buy a SIM card off of something called Airlo. Right? So Airlo will cost me a certain amount of dollars. There's enough eSIMs, right? So you just pay with your card, and wherever you land, you just switch on the eSIM. Now uko na data. So mini kitaka kuku-call and you're on the go, it makes a lot of sense. So imagine a point where you won't need that. You will just be on your carrier and you're wherever you are. So it's global. It's like these changes are crazy. And also the dependency on undersea cables, the carts, the what. So it's interesting where we're getting to.
Lots of hype about it online. So I was just like, wow, okay, let's see where it actually goes. Because they've cut the prices from, I guess it was way expensive before. It was like 40, 50 Gs or something.
Hey, boss, me and no guys who got it when it was a SOC plus. Bruh, but right now, they had an offer on the site where it was going for about 29K.
That's the full package.
That was the box and all of the equipment. Right now, they've got a thing where they're listing it monthly for about 1,650 and all of that. But now, here's the thing. Guys are not understanding. So when you pay 6.5 for it monthly, that's when you have unlimited, right? But this one where they're saying 1,300 is for 50 GB. So for you who's gaming, for you who wants to download a game on PSN, Ishamaliza. So like one game is like what 100 and something. So you see, it doesn't work for you. But if you're a guy who's like machinani and you just want to reply to emails, be online, you get
it makes sense.
It makes sense. So that whole user-friendly whatever.
Okay.
Then on the other side, I think I did mention it. When it comes to torrents, yeah, they will send you an email when you're downloading from.
Illegal, siezi stream.
To stream, I don't know about streaming, but downloading of torrents.
And what about illegal sites? Unajua za balls and nini?
I don't know about that, but for me, the one I know, because my boy showed me, was an email about torrents.
Ilikuwa nasema nini?
Inakuambia boss.
Nafanya upuzi.
You know, globally, there's a fight against torrents. Yeah, like now when you go on a torrent site, they're like, please make sure you have a VPN, what, because, you know, there's a whole copyright race that they're trying to... Because, I mean, a lot of people are pumping money into building, creating these movies. And then you are on whatever.com.
Bana, hajatoa Deadpool.
Hey, boss.
Umeiona? Watch Deadpool.
I watched it at the cinema. Here's the thing. So I love the cinema, bruh.
Specific movies or any movie?
Specific.
Okay.
Like right now, Deadpool was one of them.
Okay.
Bro, Mad Max, I had to watch it. Furiosa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's
Bad
the
Boys.
experience of it.
Bad
Bad Boys, we enjoyed it.
Nilichomoka
Bad
mpaka
Boys
machozi.
Yeah. Wow. It was really fun.
Alafu you know me.
For real.
Bro, when it comes to the cinema, right? So I know what cinema to go to. So because I live close by, the junction. Bro, mpaka I know. Tuesday, they have an offer for this and that. Sunday, the first time they have a movie is 11 o'clock. Me, I'm usually that guy. Yeah?
You go to
I like
Junction.
the junction. I mean, it's not the most comfortable, but they have that VIP.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
VIP.
That
Andy
can you
doesn't like the VIP.
I hate the VIP. I
Andy
realize
happens
That's couch
VIP.
thingy.
I'm not the biggest fan of VIP, but I guess even if I was doing it maybe solo dolo, because your time tulikuanga na mbogi and I felt so separated from my friends because the next person was like over there. Na unajua kwa cinema kawaida, your home is just over here, you know, like munacheka, munashare snacks, you know, it's a whole vibe. I didn't like that. Plus, it was so cold, bro. Like zima AC, man. I'm trying to enjoy the movie. See mog.
This is what I have to do, bro.
So I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Plus,
I'm
Andy
sorry.
anataka kupeleka msupa pale vidole.
Ndio, What is that Ekodina song?
Niko na
I just had to go for man.
That was it.
Inakuwa ngumu, man.
Andy ako, ooh, you know Ekodina.
Bana, Andy anashanga madomo
Nah.
nanitesa.
But honestly,
I didn't enjoy it. I'd give it a shot if I was going solo dolo, but just because spenangi places kuna baridi. Me, I like a toasty environment, you know. So if it's a bit chilly for me, I'm not enjoying the experience, and I'm out.
Me, I'm a big cinema fan. Like, honestly,
Me too.
I will leave the house solo, even if it's 11 o'clock. Bro, like, I've ever watched a
Kwanza
movie.
zile screenings,
I've ever watched a
so
movie
good.
at Diamond Plaza at midnight.
They're still screening.
Yeah.
God
Up
damn.
until
Love it.
late.
I need that.
So unaweza ingia happy hour alafu mwingie hapo watu wa video.
Unajua kwa ni Parklands, man.
Tunapiga
never
chapo moja mbili.
Man, you never know.
Chapo ikiweza
Chapo manane.
imeweza.
You get
Yeah,
so
man,
like I think it's interesting to see how the culture for cinemas had kind of died off, especially with 2020.
I also attended Sarafina at the
Oh, the
National
play.
Theatre.
Yeah.
That was quite an experience, and I was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that
Damn.
was. Yeah,
Okay.
I've just remembered. That's why we were talking about cinema, and I'm thinking about
that's
theatre,
dope,
and
man.
I'm like,
See, the other day I was hating on my guy going for Sarafina.
How was the experience?
haikuwa kama ile movie.
Of
How was
course.
the experience?
It was a good experience because I haven't watched theater in a while. So it's one of those ones, it feels like a new experience, but it's
Nice.
not, unajua. But at the same time, it was like, oh, okay, guys are still going out here doing that. Because the last time we were there in my set books, you know, when you used to watch the set books that we did, yeah. But now to watch Sarafina and stuff, it was a quite experience because the place was packed.
Ungejipeleka tena ama would you take
for something else?
Yeah,
to watch something else, yes. At the end,
even just by yourself.
Yeah, even just by I hated that I missed Tomboya or something.
Tomboya, man.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go for one of
those.
Out
too early for birds, man.
Yeah, man.
They really do the damn thing.
Yeah, I wish for the next one I'll be ready for it.
And you know, they announced the tickets mapema.
Yeah, I don't know what's nanipatanga just at a weird time.
I feel like, man, I need someone to be plugging me on this tickets.
Algorithm, man.
Maybe you need to employ someone who just gets you event tickets.
Exactly.
Anakwambia cheki, hii weekend niko na hii na hii na niko na tickets.
It's like me and my neighbor telling each other we're gonna go for that R&B brunch the other day. Tunaambiana pale Thursday night. We'll buy ticos kesho, worry not.
Sold out.
Manze sold out. Then my friend sends me a message. They're like, yo, I found one ticket. Are you about to buy it? I saw that message an hour later. They're like, oops, it's gone.
Damn.
Then I was at that point also pia you look what the day was with my daughter. How my ilikuwa imenichapa hivi? I was just like, But
kuja Kavali on Sunday tukuchezea R&B.
Sunday, maybe next Sunday.
R&B.
So you guys do it like every Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come through next Sunday. Each Sunday is siko available.
I know.
But next Sunday,
lipa dawari, unajua.
Manze, pole.
Small meetings.
Keep relationship mpaka day ya kabubu wedding pics.
Before tuende, you had something else you wanted to do.
I was about to sign off.
Before tuende, what movies have you rewatched as an adult just to understand why you had such a fascination with them when you were young?
That's a good one.
Shaolin
Soccer. Hiyo ni ile iko na ile ng'ombe. Na ule madama alikuwa anavuta fegi.
Hiyo ya ng'ombe sijui ni gani. Wacha na hiyo. Hii Shaolin Soccer ni ile they have superpowers on the
Shaolin Soccer is a classic.
There were a couple of those, with those powers.
So like a parody,
See, there was a woman who used to smoke a lot.
Yeah, and then kick,
That's in Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin Soccer.
It is,
Yes.
Yeah, Shaolin Soccer.
Now, no, kuna Kung Fu Hustle. That's Kung Fu Hustle.
That's Kung Fu Hustle.
Yes.
The one there, like on this key apartment or some shit,
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I rewatched George of the Jungle.
Oh,
ni understand
George of the Jungle, strong as he can be.
I was like, mbona nilikuwa fascinated sana na hii movie.
Imenikumbusha like Mike.
Or like Mike.
Like Mike ilikuwa like yo mambo ya viatu nini.
I watched that for the first time as an adult.
Bro, wacha nikushow. Alafu sasa unajua Mungu ametubless uko na kama TV ya 4K. So unazi download ndo yani uone cause kitambo manze kale kaka TV ka mgongo huko unaona quality vizuri.
Was it called ya mgongo ama big booty?
Oh, big booty ya mgongo unajua kisogo
whatever
pia.
Let me tell you that Sony Wega had a dhuma.
Ama Panasonic.
Bro. Yani boom 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 boom.
Ukiona Catherine Kasavuli aonekani vizuri unampiga wewe. TV inaamka vizuri. But yeah, like Mike for sure. Also Stomp the Yard, manze. Nikiongelea dance movies.
That I watched over and over. You know you got served now. Step Up 3. Those are classics.
Movies I can never watch. I've to date never watch, and everybody mentions it to me. And Talia used to mention it to me quite a bit, and she'd be like, have you watched it? Notebook, never watched it. I don't have the audacity to watch it to date.
If you want to
generally I stay avoiding like super emotional movies like that.
Damn.
Would you watch it just to hit?
Oh, hell no.
It's not that deep. Like all you have to do to smash is watch the Notebook.
No. I've avoided it all of these years, of which have been many.
For Kuchi, bro.
For Kuchi, bro, nah. Even Titanic the other day, so it came on Netflix. I'm like, I ain't watching this shit. That part at where he's like, ooh, that bitch nigga. At you letting the babe move alafu you float. Nigga, please. Tunadandia hiki to see water. Jack. What the fuck was that? That was the biggest worst shit ever. That movie Kwanzaa was here and flawed. How did he hit that iceberg? But anyway, it's a true story. That, there's Green Mile. Green Mile's a very good movie. I've watched it. Shawshank Redemption, I watch it ever so often. I have watched that movie maybe 21 times.
I can't rewatch that movie.
Yeah, it's
Shawshank Redemption.
It's too long.
I love it. Like on a Sunday afternoon, you could catch me watching Shawshank. Another movie that I watch quite a bit right now, especially like with my daughter, because now I have to like reacquaint her.
Let me guess. Pulp Fiction.
No. The fuck?
You're not watching Pulp Fiction with Jojo.
Oh my god, no.
Introduce her to Samuel
Let
L.
me tell you,
Jackson
but-
and John
Say
Travolta.
what again?
Say, I dare you.
I dare you, I double dare you.
I triple dare you.
Kwanza that part
Training
for
day. Ona zote.
Training day,
I'm gonna put all, but yo, there's gonna be when she turns like 16, where she can,
Which are those movies you can't wait? Okay, of course now Jojo is not of age, but are there some of those movies where you're like, I know these ones are PG, but neza put on to this?
Hangover.
Hangover.
Oh, no, yeah, no, Hangover is good.
That's a
Hangover
good
is
one.
good.
Yeah, because she sent me
we
through a
watched it
couple
as
of hangovers.
Yeah, Hangover is
She'd be like, Papa, why'd you get home at 5:30?
You are hangover.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch this, you'll understand.
That's a
That's
good
a
what I
good,
mean?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, funny enough.
Hangover is a good one.
Honestly, like when she's at my crib,
Do
I'm
you
always
watch,
home.
are there movies that come up and they're like kissing scenes and you look
Yeah,
away?
yeah. The other day, I think if
Yo,
you
how-
guess this story on the pod, when they went for golf, Sijui, this miniature golf things at one of these malls with her uncle, and then there was this couple. If you were that couple doing that in front of my daughter, nigga,
Oh, they were
Congratulations.
PDAing.
they were all kissing each other. So my
Yes.
daughter now was giving me this
Takupiga
story.
kiki.
She was giving me this story in the motor. Me, I'm just driving. She's like, Baba, I need to tell you. You know, the other day when we were doing that golf thing, there was this couple who were even, they were giving.
They were eating each
they were-
other's
they-
face.
No, listen to how she said it. She said they
That's
were
flagrant.
over there. She said smooching each other, locking lips, lower lip, upper lip. I'm looking at her like
She's so descriptive.
she described all of these things. She's lower lip, lower. Then Uncle Thingy had to do clear his voice
For them
for
to
them
stop.
to
them to
stop.
stop.
Me, I was like, hey.
When
I
I
said
said
lower lip, lower lip, upper lip.
I
was
love
just
how
like,
she's delivering the tea. That's how
God
you deliver
damn.
tea, bro.
Your daughter is such a creative
Yeah,
already.
she has a skill. She has an art,
hey,
bro.
mi karibu ni pige gari break ndio. Lower ni wapi wewe?
Yeah.
She described that, but
they are lower lip
but it's so
though.
interesting. Like there's this
Yeah,
couple who
that's a
travel
lot.
all around Australian. Are they Australian? There's a couple that's always traveling, and they've got a pretty good vlog, right? And they have. Every time they're going to bed, they always have this scene where they're naked. Like they cover themselves in a duvet, but you can see like a bit of the chest. So the other day we're at my uncle's house and we were all watching it. And everyone
scene
goes
comes
like,
up.
why are they always naked? And my daughter's like, yeah, why are they always naked? And me, I'm looking at this scene where they're naked and I'm like, this shit is a bit too awkward, nigga.
Oh, so you
Your
also feel
grandparents are here, your uncle is
Yeah.
here. Hey.
No. Switch it up.
I love the tension, yes.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not ready
none
for
of
that shit.
And what about music? Because I know there's lots of cuss words, nini nini. Does she repeat some lyric? Oh, she does.
Fam, let me tell you. Here's the
Like,
thing.
Look at
this
the
nigga
man
plays
there.
the game.
here's-
Deep albums in the car. I'm
or-
sorry.
Fam, here's the thing. Music is one of those things where, like with kids, right? So, I was telling Moaf on the pod, right? We're talking about our daughters, right? So, on their phones, you have a control device
Okay.
that says they can be on Instagram.
For a certain duration.
Well, my daughter's not on Instagram, but her cousin has TikTok, right? So it tells them, it cancels them out, I think at like 8 o'clock or something. So you can restrict them. After school, they can be on their phone on WhatsApp for this duration, on this, for this duration and all of that. And you can even block it out and be like, hey, for this school term, you wouldn't be able to be on it. You can just pick calls, you can text, all of that. And at times they can't even access it. Right? So for my daughter, it goes off at some point. She literally uses the device to receive calls and all of that. But so I noticed the other day, her mom has her other phone, which she used to block that, put that app to control, got spoiled, right? So my daughter doesn't have access to WhatsApp and all of that. So her cousins were on TikTok and all of these different apps. She's just on YouTube Shorts. So her YouTube Shorts is like her Instagram. No, like she goes, what. But they're consuming all of these music videos. They know Rema songs, Davido, everything. And they know all of the lyrics.
That's the
You get? Yeah. It's gotten to a point where, they know. And they're sharper. And they're more exposed than we were at that point.
So they can gear some of them.
But also, like if I think about myself, boss, me used to go buy the MP3 that had Snoop Dogg,
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, Warren G, Dr. Dre, na ilikuwa cases.
Eminem.
And at that point, I'm at like what? I'm 12.
Gangster Red.
You get? Yeah, bro. All
Ice
the
Cube,
manze
NWA.
mimi nilikuwa huko na rap with all the profanity. With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D or Double G, but somehow, somewhere, keep coming in. Hey, bro. So you see, if I was doing that extent to be cool and know the lyrics, and this man them have the, I wanna do a vitu bwana.
So for you, do you like, okay, I know it makes you feel away, of course, because you're a parent and whatnot, but do you like curtail it? Do you like tell them, okay, fine, you can't listen to this? Or do you
Like
tell,
Sexy Red, you see listening to Sexy Red and Kina
So,
Glory
yeah,
and JT.
So how I'll answer your question is, so the primary device by which you think she's consuming is the mobile phone. So you've gone and gotten that app and everything. But there's kids whose parents
Allow
have
them.
not.
Yeah.
Tambui.
Yeah.
Unaelewa?
Yeah.
Then TikTok, you know,
On
like
everything.
it's a myriad. They just on YouTube, which you know, YouTube's another thing. Bro, in as much as you want to control it and cartel and do what, you will do all of that. But if they really want to find it, they will find it.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason you guys have been watching these videos on TikTok and the internet where guys are told, hey, let me leave you on your mobile phone and you say some words.
Oh yeah, you tell the kid, say the
Say a
baddest
bad
word
word.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. The kids-
You won't get in trouble.
The kids be like, motherfucker, fuck you, bitch. You're just like, hey, the way they say it so passionate.
Yeah, man.
They've
The
been waiting their
resistance,
whole
bro.
life.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Hey, kwanza how they do it, I'm just like, hey.
Are you going to be allowing
ukijaribu-
Jojo to cuss?
Nasema, wewe ukijaribu experiment heart attack, bro.
See, I told you guys the day on the podcast when I was having breakfast with her, maybe about like in 2021 or 2020, maybe 2021.
Right.
Was it 21 or 22, whichever it is. Anyway, I think I'd had a drink the night before, so we're having breakfast. We're at CJ's, I'll never forget. When I was having orange juice. Hapo Village Market, man, that orange juice hit the spot. Nikafanya, alafu nikasema tu, fuck. That's good. Then my daughter looked at me. Me, I looked at her, I was like, oh shit, you're here.
Just might as well know that we're here.
Manze, she looked at me and said, I said that word twice this week.
How you feel? How you feel? Bad?
Yeah, look at his expression, my dog. He was
I
like,
was
now
just- I
it's
have
me.
failed as a
It's my
parent.
fault.
Alafu sasa tunatoka VM. So we're headed back to the crib or something. Manze mse akaniingia vibaya. Nikasema, this guy is such a shit driver. Nikaona tu ameniangalia tu.
So now
But
you're...
now, so what I do is this, right? Like if we're playing music, like if we're stuck in traffic,
Yeah.
we'll play clean edits. You know, like on Spotify,
Yeah.
if you're looking for an album, there's the clean one or whatever.
Oh, really?
Like
The
I
Apple.
don't want to push it that way. I'll
Okay.
play the clean edits.
Nice.
And
I
also,
like that.
just because of radio, we play clean edits. Yeah.
Boo.
I know, right? We're gonna ride in the car with
Bana.
the baddest
Bro,
of words.
do
pumping.
you know a clean edit is a
Smack the-
completely different
Yeah.
song, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
completely
Yeah,
different
Sexy
song.
Red. Nah,
Sexy Red.
nah,
Baba,
no.
why they?
Why is there so many no words? This song has no words, Baba.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
But you know, there's actually, and I don't know whether it's changed. Like if you're on DigiWax, there's guys who do remakes of their songs, but now to be, because you know there's
Child
musicians
friendly.
who just bleep everything out. You know, like the reverse and all of that.
Yeah.
But there's guys who now re-record with like palatable words.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also saw the ones where they do a chipmunk style, like of a Rema song or a big song, but they make it like child friendly, where it's
Yeah.
like it's a child singing, but it's not their song, of course, but it's in a way in which a child can enjoy, which is
you know,
funny.
and you know that's such an untapped market, right, bro? Like anything to do with kids. Oh my god, wait, they go up. Like, have you ever seen this YouTube channels with toys? How
No, I
many
haven't.
billions of views they have,
I haven't.
bruh? Like you can,
But
if
I
you have,
understand
if you
though,
have,
yeah.
if you have friends who have toys, and you guys like visit each other for like play dates.
Yeah.
I can tell you 5 houses. Boo boo ba 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 boo boo ba boo ba 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 ba. You go to the next house, boo boo. The toy is just there drooling. They're watching that shit, and it's raked in so many billions of views. So you can imagine the CPM, not even the African one, Yauko. Those guys are just
wako kwenye mafuta.
Wako kwenye mafuta. Wako,
Yeah, it's business, man. It's business.
Like me, I tell guys, if you ever want to come up with a business, like I ask you as the good company, we need a kiddish podcast.
I don't think so.
We need one for toys, man. Like, bruh, come on. You guys never used to wake up and watch.
After all the full shit you say, and then the next video is a podcast for kiddos.
No, remember, no. We could create one for kids. Remember that, what was it, Club Kiboko? Weren't you fucking to watch? Were you waking up to watch that?
Yeah.
Sindio?
It's like also
Capital
the 2
Kids
Chainz.
Club.
Kiboko ina maana ingine tofauti siku hizi.
They come at 2 Chainz the way he does with the
toy.
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be
Yeah, I guess,
interesting,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I
because
don't know,
he
that's a
also
good
keeps
idea,
it,
actually.
yeah, he also keeps it PG, and you know,
Yeah.
you're just trying to see, because you know, boys will be boys. So I also like that dynamic for 2 Chainz na mtoi wake, unajua.
Yeah. Sifanye moja na Jojo ama.
Bana, inaweza weza.
Surprise.
Good company.
Would be an
hapo.
interesting one.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we are tuko sawa.
We're good.
I know
We're good,
you all wanna still cook. I mean,
Well, we
it's
can-
the vibes are
tunafika
nice. The
120
vibes are
sahi,
chill.
basi.
Me nimechoka, man. Oh shit, it's 6 o'clock.
Ndio hivyo sasa.
Yeah, imeenda sana.
Unaona hata siku hizi mi nikamzae buda, unacheki screenshot hata siku hizi nini
Omeka
inaitangwaje?
mtoi.
Niacha kuweka magari na manyumba.
Na Cristiano.
Na Cristiano
Thank you very much. This has been the Mics Are Open. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You are our ambassador. And as you can see, Jimani is also enjoying the vibes right here, manze. I've been
Big
Neville.
and Young.
Big C.
Adios.
Adios muchachos.